Today we announced the winner of this incredible shoe. Also, this week I'm giving away a Nike Dunk in your size. So wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you exactly how to win it so you can get a Nike Dunk in your size. We look at one of the biggest Nike collectors being accused of cheating. He's even faking it. Also, people are getting into fights for Vans. I mean, this is 2026, people. We're going to cover that story and a lot more stories. Welcome to Fresh Out of the Box, episode 46. Somewhere in the video, I'm going to tell you how to win a Nike Dunk in your size. I've heard you. Some of you are fed up of the UK 11 I keep giving away. So this time around, I want to give you a Nike Dunk in your size, right? So somewhere in the video, I'm not going to tell you where. I'm going to announce how to get this video. It's very, very, very specific instructions. So I give you instructions. You follow those instructions. You have a chance to win the shoe. I'll put your name in the randomizer like I'm about to do now. And I'll announce the winner next week. Episode 46. We're going to have some fun in this episode, right? There's a few things I need to cover very quickly. So without further ado, let's pick a winner for this shoe. Guys, good luck. Drum roll, please. 32 entries this week. I need to do my effects. Oh my God, he's gonna win. Unbelievable. King B 3111 has won this fantastic shoe. I will be in touch shortly to tell you how to get this shoe. Guys, if you want to be like King B to stand a chance to win an incredible shoe from Tosh Kicks, all you have to do is like, comment and be subscribed. Also guys, don't forget, point of action is you have a week to claim this shoe. If you don't claim it in a week, I'm going to give it away when we do episode 50. Episode 50 is coming. We're piling up all the shoes. Any unclaimed shoes, I'm going to give away in episode 50. So if it's 5 people, 6 people, how many shoes I have, I'm going to give away all those shoes episode 50. So guys, you want to smash that notification button, you want to smash the like button, you want to make sure you're subscribed, right? So you don't miss when I announce the winner of the shoes. But King B, reach out to me on Instagram to win this amazing shoe. Right, guys, also don't forget, at some point in the video, I'm going to tell you how to win this shoe as well. It's a Nike Dunk in your size. This time not in the UK 11, but in your actual size. So yeah, stay to the end of the video and I'll tell you how to win it. Now, as always, we look at what's come out this week. We look at what's percolating in the sneaker world. And I'll tell you what's coming in next week. So let's get straight into it. Let's not waste too much time. So one of the rarest shoes in the world is the Game 1 Jordan 14 Last Shot. And is in a possession, supposedly, or we thought in a possession of Kenny Gonzalez, who is also known to everyone else in the sneaker community as a perfect pair. This guy has so many shoes, and I'm not talking about the kind of shoes we have. I'm talking PEs, one-offs, all that kind of good stuff. What he also has is a supposed Game 1 autographed pair of Jordan 14s that Michael Jordan himself signed. And in this video that he did with Got So, he talked about how he got the shoe for $15,000 in the 90s, and obviously it's worth $2 million now. And you know, I actually remember watching that video. I thought, wow, imagine having that in your collection. That's absolutely mental. What's to happen now though is there's some controversy around that, because a sneaker authenticator called Stephen Grad has said that he doesn't agree with that. The sneakers are fake and it's crazy, right? So I mean, he literally, on, as you can see on X on my screen, the signed sneakers would be cooler if the autographs were real. These are not. Seen literally hundreds of those come out of Chicago in the 90s. So I mean, this here, as you can see, he's saying this here is cap. This one here is cap. He's not buying none of it. I mean, if you look in this video here, where Kenny's talking about, the perfect pair is talking about, he's confident. He's fully confident. Look at that.
For $15,000. Best investment I've ever seen. I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. That's the final shot PE game worn from Michael Jordan. And this would be worn just a few games before that, because people don't realize the 14 really came out early. And they did that just so he could wear it the last game he played. Michael signed both shoes. You see where it says 98 Finals MVP, that's all him. These shoes got signed in front of me. I saw the whole deal go down. There's no doubting what I have in pictures, what I have in COA, and what I have in DNA. So it's the real deal.
It's the real deal, man. The man says the real deal. Man's not having it, boy. Steve Grad called him out. He said he's not real. It'd be cooler. And obviously, what's weird for me though is Complex have reached out to the perfect pair to comment on it, and he refused to comment. He declined. We reached the perfect pair for comment, and he declined. However, he responds to Complex Instagram post regarding the matter, saying, "This is comedy, authenticated through videos." That being said, Grad has yet to respond to Complex as well by comments. What's also weird is back in 2024, auction house Sotheby's also sold a 6-shoe Air Jordan collection that included the original Last Shot Air Jordan 14 worn by Jordan during the 1998 NBA Finals. The entire collection sold for $18 million. I know it probably was, I think Kenny was claiming, or Perfect Pair was claiming that he wore 2 shoes in that game. But they sold a 6-shoe collection for $8 million. Who will sell the other shoe for $15,000? Yeah, man. I have a feeling this is going to rumble on. Someone's lying. 100%. I don't know who's lying. But $8 million for a collection? Nah, your one is $15,000. Signatures are not signaturing. The matching is not matching. I don't know what to say, boy. Wow. I would like to see Perfect Pair comment officially. I would also like to see Steve Grad comment as well. But Steve Grad said it with his chest. And he said his bare shoes came out in the 90s in Chicago, that game-worn sign. So there is a lot of controversy around that. And I do want to know who's telling the truth. I think we deserve to know who's telling the truth. And because the problem is, if Perfect Pair is fake, it could be a problem. Because then everything else in this collection, is it real or not? Anyway, listen guys, I don't want to keep going on about this, but let me know what you think of this in the comments. This is breaking news. I'm sure I'm going to cover it again next week, but yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think is lying? Who do you think is lying? I mean, why would Steve Grad lie? And why would Perfect Pair? He has everything to gain by lying, by the way. Or maybe he's not lying. Maybe he's just not sure. I bet you one thing though, Fat Joe is creasing himself now, because Fat Joe and Perfect Pair don't get along, and Fat Joe is probably dying now, saying, look at you, boy. Anyway, guys, that's their problem, man. Let's keep it stepping. This week, we saw the release of the Bann OTW Era 95, the Satoshi Nakamoto, the round lucky charm. Now, I tried really hard for this shoe, and I struck out. I couldn't actually get on the Vans website. I did enter a couple of raffles, and if I'm honest, maybe justice was served, because it's probably not a shoe I would wear, to be fair. It's a shoe I was looking to flip, so I can keep funding these shoes I keep giving you guys for free. But I didn't win it anyway. But guess what? Some people got into fights. I mean, what is going on? This is in New York City. Look at the punch-up. Police involved. Like, come on. Now, I know for a fact, this here wasn't down to the fact that people wanted the Van shoes. They just want the profit, because he's reselling for some silly money, 500 odd pounds. I mean, let's have a look here. In my size, in a US 12, it's 775 pounds. Incredible, right? So people are killing themselves for this, getting arrested, getting an arrest record, all the kind of good stuff to make a bit of profit. Now, I think it's 190 retail. So there is profit to be made, I get it, but don't be getting into fights for that, you know. Take a leaf out of this boy. The Nego Nike Air Force One last Orgy 2 that released on the 1st in the UK at the Arts Museum. I wish I'd gone, because I thought it would be chaos. Design Museum, sorry. I wish I'd gone, because apparently it was a peaceful release and people kind of lined up carefully. There was no hassle. There was enough pairs to go around for the tickets that sold. I had a chance to get the 11 a.m. slot as well to go and see the exhibition. I get a chance to buy the shoe, but I thought to myself, by 11 a.m. it'll be all gone. I wish I'd gone now, mate, because this is a beautiful shoe. I'm gonna have to pay a resale for this shoe, but it's worth paying resale for it. This is an outstanding Air Force One by Nego. Absolutely beautiful. But hey, I'm gonna see if it drops today again. I'm gonna try and copy it, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's keep it moving. Now, also in the US, we saw the release of the Air Jordan 1 Low Bann. This is the bred colorway of the shoe with an X at the back, which is this one here. You can see it. Incredible shoe. We don't get this till the end of May in the UK, but I know you guys in America got this already. Let me know if you pick this up. This is a shoe I'm going for. It's almost on the cusp of a mandatory double up. There's a shorts I'm doing about 5 shoes this week, or 5 shoes this year, should I say, that mandatory double up. This might be on it. You gotta stay tuned to find out. But it's a beautiful shoe. To my American friends, let me know if you picked this up or not. But I think this is a really, really clean shoe, for sure. Also, we saw the release of the Adidas Samba Espadrille by Edison Chen. This white colorway. It's a black colorway as well, like a football-looking one. If I can see it, let's see if I can find it for you guys quickly. That's the one I picked up, actually. To be fair, it's a football-type shoe, but I only picked it up because it's a little bit interesting. I like the look of the shoe. I like the Espadrille outsole. I think that's for more comfort. Obviously, it's a real more summer-esque look. And this black one for me is more interesting. I'll be honest with you, it's 130 quid. I'm going to pick this up. You guys are going to see it on the channel very, very soon. But yeah, if you picked any of this up, the white one or the black one, let me know down in the comments down below. Also, we had the release of the Jordan 4 El Toros. The fire red, white, black, cement grey. Let's just call it El Toros, this red shoe. I picked this up, it's not arrived yet as the time I'm filming this video, but it will be arriving soon, so it's coming to the channel very soon. A lot of people passed on this, so maybe I've jumped the gun a little bit. I think this might be going on sale, to be totally honest with you. But at one point, if this shoe had dropped 5-6 years ago, oh my god, this is a £500-600 shoe, easily, right? But people are not really caring about this shoe too tough. It's just what it is, I guess. Also, we saw the release of the Jordan 6 Retro Bann 23. This shoe came, it saw, it conquered, it disappeared. It's the weirdest release ever. On the Sneakers app, I don't know if you guys saw this. When it came on Sneakers app, there were some sizes missing. I think there was no UK 11, there was no UK 9. There was no UK 9.5, there was a 9. And I went for 11.5 on all my devices and struck out. My friends went for the shoe as well and struck out. So it must be really limited. Obviously, the Bann 23 is a shoe that is obviously the nice, really top-end quality of shoes. The right premium Italian leather, retailing for like 320, obviously reselling for about 800 quid plus. People went for it and struck out and it didn't quite happen, so that's what it was. So that's all the releases that came out this week that is worth talking about. Let's look at future releases. On the same day, May 22nd, we're going to have the 2 Travis Scott lows, Jordan 1 lows, the tropical pink and the shy pink. Also, it's rumored that we're going to get the brick by brick. Right, so on the May 22nd, I don't know how we're going to do this, right? Because which one do you go for? Do you go for the brick by brick? Do you go for the 2 Travis Scotts? Because it'd be crazy unless you're button. How do you enter all 3 raffles? Anyway, May 22nd, mark your calendars. These 3 shoes are dropping. I'm gonna call my bank manager now. I don't hear none of these stories about your card failed, your card declined, security. I don't want to hear it. May 22nd, I'm putting the bank on notice now. Make sure these cards go through, you know, because I need all these shoes and 1, 2, 3 shoes, and I might need 2 pairs. Actually, you know what? I might not need 2 pairs. I need 2 pairs of these 3 shoes: the shy pink, the tropical pink, the brick by brick. I need 2 pairs. In fact, I need 3 pairs. No, 2 pairs is enough. This is a 2-pair mandatory shoe without a shadow of a doubt. So speaking of shoes, speaking of 2 pairs mandatory, last week was Tinker Hatfield's birthday. The guy who designed all this incredible shoes we love from Jordan 3 onwards, and to celebrate his birthday we're seeing some odd releases or some one-off samples that he did. And look at this Jordan 11 sample. Now Tinker Hatfield is a gorgon in this thing, right? He just literally does this, right? This is his thing, and this is Jordan's favorite shoe, the Jordan 11. Look at this sample. How beautiful is this shoe? Why can't this shoe release? Someone tell me, why is it that this is a sample? Why are they sampling? We sampled it, we want it, release it. Simple as. I mean, come on guys, this shoe is absolutely stunning. Oh my god, look at the detail on it. Yeah, B. Jordan 11 is just it. It's just it. My 3rd favorite silhouette. Beautiful shoe. Speaking of beautiful shoes that we're waiting for it to release, or sample should I say, what's going on? Everybody knows how much I love the Jellyfish. Jellyfish is one of my favorite shoes to release in the last 5 years. And there's this pink pair for friends and family. I mean, I wouldn't even guess to see how much it's retailing for, or reselling for, sorry. It's a friends and family pair, and it's absolutely beautiful. Oh my god. This shoe got me drooling. Look at the unboxing. Oh my god, for friends. Oh my god. I'm your friend. Can I be friends? My friend. Can we be? Oh my god, look at that. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I need this shoe, you know. I need 2 pairs. In fact, to be fair, I'm not even going to greedy. I just want 1 pair. I need to be Pharrell's friend, because this shoe here, this pink pair, is absolutely delicious. I've upped the levels from stunning to delicious. Crazy, crazy shoe. But yeah, let me know what you think of that shoe in the comments below. Now, speaking of Adidas, let's stay on the point of Adidas, right? Now, Nike are having a torrid time. They spent over $500 million chasing the sub 2 minutes in a marathon. They've done all kinds of shoes. They've spent all kinds of money testing it. In fact, they did achieve it, but it wasn't like a certified race, so they didn't record it. Guess who's done it? Bloody Adidas, right? Adidas did it. At a London Marathon, someone ran sub 2 minutes, sub 2 hours, sorry, not 2 minutes, 2 hours, 1 hour, 59 minutes, 30 seconds. Sub 2 hours. Somebody did, was it 36 miles? In less than 2 hours. And you know, this guy's been tested to an inch of his life, right? To make it worse for Nike, there was a second person that did sub 2 hours. Guess which shoe they were wearing? This shoe. God almighty. Oh my God, this shoe. I mean, look at the foam though. Good God. To make it worse, right? This shoe is now reselling on StockX for £2,600. Not this particular one. This one here with this sub 2. You're spending hundreds of thousands on it. This silhouette for Adidas is reselling. Adidas are doing bits, you know. They're coming for Nike differently, like really aggressively. This is what I'm talking about. When you're number 2, you've got to be aggressive. And they're doing this sub 2 hours in a marathon. Breathtaking. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, after drooling on Adidas, Nike is going to try and strike back. And guess what they're giving us? They're giving us these Jordan 3 Brazils. Yeah, man. Nike must do better, man. What is this nonsense? This blue, yellow, pink. I mean, if you want to do a shoe this color and you sign J-Tips, give this shoe to J-Tips to design for you. Like, literally that simple. Get J-Tips to design this shoe and then you're in business. But yeah, shout out to Adidas for doing bits. Nike must do better, man. What is this? Let's get into releases coming this week. This week is a lean week. I mean, this month is quite lean. I think they've kind of taken pity on us because they've been dropping heaters after heaters after heaters. So it's a lean week. But let's go through it anyway. On Monday, we have the Adidas ZX 8000 snakeskin animal pack. We got this black one, this white one. They all look decent, to be fair. Then you got the Pata and Nike Mercurial Vapor 16 Elite firm ground. I think there's a soft ground version as well. This is actually quite nice. I like this a lot. I'll show you a couple of pictures of it. This is really, really cool. I've seen it on the app. I am tempted to pick it up for my son, but I haven't made up my mind yet. But yeah, that's a really good shoe. Then on Wednesday, we got the New Balance 990V4 made in the USA Tangerine Heat. Yeah, B. This is not me, but it's decent. It's decent. And then on Thursday at 8 o'clock, we have the Night Moon shoe, which is trying to have a resurgence. Obviously, if you guys are aware, the Moon shoe is one of the things that started Nike, obviously with the waffle iron for the outsole. Decent if you guys like something like this. It's a bit too Soho-esque for me. Soho House, it's a bit too cool for me, but if you like it, it's dropping. And then New Balance 991 made in the UK Chipmunk. This is a nice color, actually. I think it might be a bit late. This is giving me autumn vibes as opposed to summer vibes, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. New Balance 2010 black and silver metallic grey days 2026. Decent. New Balance are just releasing bare shoes, boy. And then you have the Air Jordan 11 Retro Low Mother's Day on the 9th of the 5th. Obviously, that's in America. We've had our Mother's Day in the UK already, but yeah, to the mothers out there, if you guys fancy it, guys, get them the shoes. And then you have your Nike Air Max 90 Mercurial Mad 90 pack. You have the black pair, there's an orange pair, there's a yellow pair, and there's a black and moss green pair as well. So that's it, really. Let's have a look at what's coming out with my friends in America, and then I'll tell you how to win a Nike Dunk in your size. On the 4th of May, you guys got the Nike Jar 3 Uncle Phil, which I don't know why it's called Uncle Phil, but it's a nice jar, just like this one I'm giving away to King B. But yeah, it's a different color, this one is. And also, we have the Rob Dillingham Nike GT Cup 4PE TBA. I don't know what that is, but it's an ugly ass shoe, boy. But whatever it is, if you guys want it, it's $210 on the 4th. And then you have the Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble OG Slate, which is a good colorway, clean. I'm not buying any more Air Max 95s this year, actually. I think I spent too much money on them. I don't wear them enough, to be fair. And then on the May 7th, you have the Jurassic Park Nike Jar 3 Metallic Silver. I prefer this one to the other two that dropped. The other two were quite colourful and bright, but I prefer this one, to be totally honest with you. And then May 8th, you have the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Voltage. Is anybody still buying a Foamposite in 2026? I know they're trying to resurge it, but I don't know about that, you know. And also you have the Nike Kobe 9 Low EM Protro Orange Frost. Yeah, but Kobe's are sitting wherever Kobe's are sold, let's be real. And then you have the WNBA Nike Sabrina 330 anniversary. Again, if you're into this kind of monstrosity, $145 on May the 8th. You have the WNBA Nike Book 2. Now, I like the Book 2. I've been flirting with the Book 2 quite a bit, actually. And I'm still going to try and pick one up. I want the really orange pair. Remember that one there? That's beautiful. That's one I want. May 8th, $145. I like that. That's quite cool. That's actually a really clean color. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is nice. And also you have the Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble OG Comet Red. I don't have my Nike SB to hand, my Nike Air Max SB to hand, but the launch colorway is suspiciously close to this one. This is Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble OG Comet Red. Anyway, it's dropping on May 8th, $180, not for me. And also you have your Mother's Day one dropping on the 9th for you guys, $195. Clean colorway. I don't know any girl or women that wear the Air Max Air Jordan 11 lows, to be fair. I don't know a lot of them, but there might be some out there. I know this will not wash in my house. If I buy this for my wife or for Mother's Day, boy, there will be no more Tosh kicks. Guys, that's it, guys. Let's see how you're going to win this shoe. To win this shoe, I want you to give me your size in the comments. So whatever you want to say about the video, but put your, so for example, the video's fire UK 11 plus I would like you to put either the flag of where you're from or name your town or country. For me, I will say videos fire UK 11 London, right? That's what I need from you. Or UK 11 England, or UK 11 Nigeria, Kenya, wherever you might be from. I want to try and know. I'm trying to see how much reach we're getting, because I'm getting different people from different countries, and I want to celebrate every single one of you guys. So in the comments down below, UK 11, UK 2, UK 4, whatever you might be, whatever your shoe size is, plus a comment, plus your country, and you have a chance to win the Nike Dunk in your size, right? So I need that information anyway to pick your size. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your love. Don't forget to put your UK size or US size down below. I only need those two, by the way. The rest of it, I can't really convert. Thanks for watching. Thanks for support. Smash the like button for your boys. Smash the hype button. Be subscribed. Turn your notification up. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself, guys, and God bless.